Hi, in this video we're going to practice using the past continuous tense for questions and negations, right? The objective that we have for this lesson is to use the past continuous tense in its interrogative and negative form, okay, to ask questions and to answer them with a negation. Let's see some sample conversation in which we use questions and negations with the past continuous tense. It says, I called you at 9 p.m. last night and you didn't answer. That's what happened. Of course, that doesn't have the past continuous tense, just a simple past simple. But listen, look at what follows. What were you doing? We're asking about the action that was taking place at that time, and for that we use the past continuous tense. What were you doing? In this question we have a question word, what, and then we have the auxiliary be in the past form, were, because with you we use were. What were you doing? And we have the main verb ending in ing. What were you doing? And we have another question. In this case, not a question word, not a WH question, that information question, but one that requires yes or no for an answer. Look, were you going to bed? Yes or no. Were you going to bed? So the questions could start with a question word or just with the auxiliary if it's just a yes-no question. Were you going to bed? No, that is the answer. I wasn't going to bed. For a negation, we use the adverb not attached to the auxiliary be. In that case, we say I was not, or we can contract it, I wasn't going to bed. And then I was already sleeping. So that is an affirmation actually. I was sleeping. I was already sleeping. Already indicates some time there. I was already sleeping. So those are the structures that you need to take into account for questions and negations in the past continuous tense. And with that, I have some practice activities for you. The first one is this. Complete the following conversations with the appropriate pronouns and verb forms in the past continuous tense. All right? So we have some pronouns that are missing and some verb forms. Sometimes it's going to be the be in its singular or in the plural form, always in the past. And sometimes it's going to be a verb. So we have to analyze the sentence to see how we can complete that with a verb. All right? So I want you to carefully look at the questions and answers here in these conversations and see how you can complete them meaningfully. All right? Pause my video, complete the activity, and I will see you in a moment. All right, I hope that you did pause my video because you were completing the activity, and here I have some answers for you. I hope we agree. Why didn't you come to the game? Were you helping your father? Why were? Because we're talking about you. Were you helping your father? No, I wasn't helping him. I was taking my grandma to the mall. Was your sister laughing at my jokes? No, she was laughing at the video she was watching. All right, laughing was a giveaway that you needed to find in the next sentence after that question. Were you singing karaoke yesterday? No, I wasn't singing karaoke. My cousin was. So you need the negation there because we have no and then wasn't, it's I wasn't, and singing, it's a verb that was used in the question. And next, was your friend Lucas? You have to be careful because even though we have you there, it's not the person, it's your friend, it's just an adjective, and we're talking about Lucas actually, your friend Lucas. Was he? Was your friend Lucas eating at the new restaurant last night? No, he wasn't eating at the new restaurant. He was visiting his grandma in the city. All right? So I hope that you have similar answers, probably the same, and that you have with that reviewed questions and negations in the past continuous tense. Now I have this activity for you. It says, you are calling your friend Clara because she didn't come to play in the soccer game that you had this Saturday morning. So you and your friend Clara needed to play soccer. She didn't come to the game. She wants you to guess what she was doing instead. Write your conversation in which you ask her several questions to find out. So you ask the questions and she's gonna say, no, I wasn't doing that. And then finally, you will guess what she was doing. So I like this activity because it's going to involve using a lot of creativity to write a meaningful and fun conversation. So please pause my video, complete the activity, and when you finish writing your conversation between you and your friend Clara to find out what she was doing, and that's why she didn't come to the game, then I am going to show you a sample conversation. Go ahead, pause my video, complete the activity, please. All right, I hope that you have your activity complete, and this is a sample conversation between two students. So two girls. They said, hey Clara, I missed you on Saturday. What happened? Hello, I'm sorry I didn't come to play in our soccer game. Guess why? Okay, guess why? That's where the guessing game starts. I suppose you were doing more interesting things. Were you? Not at all. I wasn't doing any other thing. I love soccer more than any other thing. Then, were you doing homework? No, I wasn't doing my homework. I give up. So what were you actually doing? Actually means in reality, what were you doing? Nothing, honestly. My dog chewed up my cleats again. The cleats are the soccer shoes that we use. And I was shopping for a new pair of shoes. So Clara was actually looking for some new shoes to play soccer, probably next time, next Saturday or before. All right? I like this conversation very much, and I hope that you like it as well, and that it gave you some elements for your own conversation. All right? So now you're going to listen to the pronunciation of the native speakers, and you practice pronouncing with them. Go ahead. Listen and practice, please.
Hey Clara, I missed you on Saturday. What happened?
Hello, I'm so sorry I didn't come to play in our soccer game. Guess why?
I suppose you were doing more interesting things, were you?
Not at all. I wasn't doing any other thing. I love soccer more than any other thing.
Then, were you doing homework?
No, I wasn't working on my homework.
I give up. So, what were you actually doing?
Nothing. Honestly, my dog chewed up my cleats again, and I was shopping for a new pair of shoes.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much for having done that, especially for having pronounced with them and writing your own conversation. And with this, remember, we have reviewed how to ask questions using the past continuous tense and how to answer with negations. All right, thank you. Thank you very much for having done that with me, and I hope to see you in the next activity.